Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sky Factor 3. Alright, been doing some work here. We are getting into, let's see, I've got like 3 things I want to do here in quick succession, but I'm only going to do probably, I'll start one, and then we'll do another, and then the third thing will be in the next episode. You probably are all lost at this point because you don't know what I'm talking about, but first things first. The armor that I've decided to go ahead and go with is going to be Darksteel. So I'm going to start off making 24 Darksteel ingots. Now that I have the alloy smelter and it's running and I have a nice huge back supply of power and resources and all kinds of things, let's go ahead and do that. So it needs iron, coal, dust, or powder of some type, and obsidian. So over here, I actually set up a little obsidian generator. I can't really see what's going on here, but so we have the emerald tank of lava right there. It has a ender fluid conduit on the bottom that feeds into the seared gauge tank for the smeltery, and there's also a little connection going to the stone barrel right here. So it's continually being filled with lava. Right above that, I have contained a source block of water, so that as soon as the lava barrel gets filled, which takes like half a second or less because of the speed of the ender fluid conduit there, as soon as it fills with lava, the water immediately cools it and creates a block of obsidian. So I can actually spam out obsidian really quick that way. Burns through the lava, but you know, I've got a pretty good backstock anyway. These are all full again, I think. Yeah, there's like 20,000 lava right there, so meh, not worried about it. Anyway, so let's toss these in here. Make sure it's actually making dark steel and not regular steel. I should have probably put those in a different order, because if you put iron and coal powder in there, it'll take 1 iron and 4 coal powder and give you regular steel. Yeah, okay, we're making dark steel. But this recipe, it adds obsidian to make it dark steel instead of regular steel. So I should have probably, you know, put the obsidian in first and then the iron and coal powder. But I guess I put them in fast enough that it didn't start before it got to all 3 ingredients. Anyway, so while those are going, that's going to take a second. Let me explain what's going on over here in the farm area. So I now have the growth crystals. I have 4 of them now. If I get any more, they're going to go down here. But I have them all 4 kind of in a square. 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Symmetrically. I should just figure that word out real quick. Symmetrically underneath this like 5 long farm here. And, well, they're doing work. It's not like insanely fast, but it is a lot faster than it normally would be. So I had the inferium crops here growing for quite some time, plus all of the inferium crop essence things from over here. I've got just a little over 1 stack left. There was a lot over there. But anyway, so I've been slowly working all that up into the higher tiers of essences. I made 4 infusion crystals. Here's the recipe for infusion crystals. So I made 4 of these. This is the 3rd one. The first 2 are broken already. That's the 3rd one. And the 4th one is untouched entirely because I'm going to use it for something later. But I went ahead and upgraded the inferior inferium crop to, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 superior, which are the 4th tier. So these are tier 4. And the one in the back there is a supreme, which is a tier 5. That's as high as it gets. And as far as I can tell, it grows faster and potentially gives you more than 1 essence per harvest. Like each higher tier gives you more per harvest. So upon having these upgraded, you get the essence a lot faster. So now I've got tons of it rolling in from here and not so much from the farm. That was the primary source over there. There was like tons and tons of it, and it wasn't so much over here. But if you remember what this chest looked like before, I had like a row of blocks. Not a whole row, but I had quite a few blocks of essence. Those are all gone. They are all totally gone now. That's my entire supply is right here. And those I just got like probably in the last hour or so. So they add up pretty quick now. But, so to upgrade them, you go to your crafting table, you get one of these infusion crystals, and I should probably grab a stack for demonstration here. And you go one on each side like that, and it upgrades it to the next tier. So, you know, the Inferium becomes Prudentium. And, well, that didn't work out. There. And then we have Prudentium upgrades to Intermedium, etc., etc., to Superium and Supremium. So, it like a ratio of 4 to 1. Every time you upgrade, you go put 4 in, get 1 out, and each of these crystals has 1,000 uses, so you can make 1,000 of the next tier every single time. It's the same way that it used to work in older versions, or like, you know, the analog of this mod back in 1.7, except there's not the different tiers of stones that you have to go and craft to upgrade the essence. It's all the exact same crystal. You use the same one the entire time. So it has 1,000 uses and it breaks and you have to make a new one. Until you get to the Superium essence. So like here's the recipes for all of these. So Inferium with the crystal gives you Prudentium, Prudentium, etc., etc., on and on and on, until you get to the Superium. That's the high, or Supremium is the highest. And then you need 4 of those with 3 epic bacon and a nether star to make the master infusion crystal that has unlimited uses. So that's kind of what I'm tunnel visioning. I'm going straight for that. And I've actually got everything I need now, except the nether star. How's this doing? 19, alright. So, we need 3 epic bacons. Oh, guess what I've collected in this chest here? I have all the required dyes that I've gone and crafted or gathered to make 3 epic bacons. Let's get that stone out of there. Use. No, not that one. Actually, yeah, that one. There. So, recipe for epic bacon. Put those in there, and 1, 2, 3. Bam. This is my project chest over here. It's kind of a thing that I do. If you've watched a few different of my series, you'll know that I'll randomly just have a chest sitting somewhere, and before I start any kind of project, I'll just put all the required material into that chest and set it aside so that it doesn't get mixed in with all my other stuff, and I can keep track of progress along that goal. Most people just use their inventory for that, but you know, mine gets cluttered and uncluttered and organized and put away into chests and things. I actually have chests all over the place now, but they're organized, but they're scattered. Like, they're everywhere, but every one has a purpose. The only 2 that are not sorted are these 2 here. This is just the general whatever I've got laying around storage, and that's the food box, which technically, you know, is sorted more or less. It's all food, and if I get food from anywhere else, it goes there. This is just the output from the farming station. This one is the mystical agriculture chest, and I've got an extra utilities seed there. So yeah, that's in the wrong spot. That should actually go over here because it's a seed. Food and seeds go there. So I would plant that if I had another endstone, but I don't. I actually got a whole lot of endstone or ender lily seeds from harvesting these, and just replanted them with all the endstone that I've gathered from the mob farm there. Oh, speaking of mob farm, you guys need an update on the nether one. That thing is going crazy. I left the game running and went and got food and came back, and the chest was overflowing full of just junk, really. There's stone swords and gold swords in there, and it was totally full. I had it like manually empty it. It took like 10 minutes. This thing is getting backed up now. A lot. Alright, let's grab our dark steel. And we're going to make the set of dark steel armor. Helmet. Plate. Legs. And... oh, that one didn't work. Boots. There we go. And I think I have to use an anvil. No? I need the vibrant crystal. What's the, I thought there was a, an option to add the capacitors to these somewhere. Where did I see that? Yeah, anvil. Oh, it has to already be empowered. Ah, right. Okay. So then I need to... wait, what was that? Oh, painting machine. No, we don't need that. So I need to make 4 vibrant crystals. Ah, that's the part that I skipped. Alright, well that's not going to take long. So I just need... energetic and ender pearls. So... let me just do that. Alright, for those... it's redstone, glowstone. Gee, I wonder where I'm going to get that. Redstone, glowstone, and gold, I believe. Yeah. And then when those are done, I'll have the ender pearls ready to add to those. Since I put the diamond spikes in that mob grinder, that chest over there gets filled up a lot faster now because they're dropping bows and swords and lots of stuff I don't really need. Alright, and then we do that. I might not have needed 4 of them, but I'll probably use some more of that stuff later. I've got 2 nuggets left there. And those are going around an emerald, I think, right? That should be right. Not even going to double check. Seems right. Last one. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and just break these down. And do like that. There we go. And the extras go here. Oh, I got a draconium ingot from a loot bag. So that's the first one. Oh, that's a different thing. Okay. That can go there. I was looking at that, but made those. Alright, so now I need the anvil. Yeah. Well, let's make an anvil. I have not had a use for an anvil yet, so may as well throw one together. Can I reach the table from there? Yeah. Alright, time to get cracking on this thing. Alright, so helmet, vibrant crystal needs 4 levels. Oh, I forgot it doesn't save inventory. Crystal? There it is. Okay. So every one of these needs 4 levels. Let's grab this tank here. I should have plenty of experience in there. I don't need that experience rod. That's the one I use when I'm over there. I've got one in here. Got like 6 of those things now. This can go right next to that since I'm working here. Alright, 4 levels. That and that. There we go. And I'm going to assume the next one is exactly the same. Pretty sure like all the different pieces have the same cost when upgrading them. It's actually faster doing it this way than with the solid experience I was using before. Alright, so helmet with a capacitor to go up to a higher level of empowered requires 6 levels. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to have enough levels for that in here. But maybe. Guess we'll find out, right? Yep, totally gonna have enough. Alright, oops. Alright, so now we have all 4 pieces at Empowered 2. I could go to Empowered 3. I have 4 double layer capacitors that I would need to go up on the next tier. But I don't think I'll have the experience in here for that. That used like most of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back where it was, I guess. It doesn't matter. It can hang out over here for now. It's kind of in the way, but whatever. I can fly. I'll just go over it. Alright, so now I'm going to retire the Void Crystal. Yay, I have a helmet that hides those stupid googly eyes. I tried to disable the mod, but you can't. It's like remove it from the mod pack entirely. That's just like, it has no purpose except for to make your character look dumb. Anyway, so now I look more like RoboCop slash like a weird Terminator or something. Darksteel robot, and I can fly with the wings of the bats. So I've got decent armor and flight, and I just need to charge this stuff now. I think, if I remember correctly, I can use the power cell to charge items. So let's take these back off real quick. Can I put this here? Yeah, you totally can. Ah, look at that. And the amount of armor goes up when it gains charge. See here, it's 1 armor toughness and 5 armor. Whenever it gains charge, it'll go up to 2 and 6. So it's a little bit better until it entirely runs out of charge, and then it doesn't work anymore. That little bit of extra drops off. So really I have an additional 4 armor and 4 armor toughness while it has charge. There we go. Look at that. Full armor bar. 3 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3. Yeah. So that's effectively a set of diamond armor, but better, I guess? And the next level, or the next tier of empowerment takes 8 levels per piece. I maybe will brew some potions and add some stuff to this. I don't need the like wings or gliding or anything like that. Maybe the solar. Yeah, I might add the solar panel to the helmet, even though it makes it look kind of weird. It'll help it stay charged, so I don't have to sit there and like put the pieces back in that. And I haven't built a wireless charger yet, even though I think I have the material for that. But yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and toss those in there. I want to put away this stuff. Alright, so I need a nether star, and that's it to make this master infusion crystal. And once I have that, I'm going to make a crafter and just like set it up in front of this thing and just auto craft. Well, it'll be like a crafter tier 3. It'll auto craft these essence using the master infusion crystal. because I know it'll never break. I'll just auto craft these up through the tiers, kind of like I have this one over here doing loot bags. It'll just craft its way up through the tiers. Let's go and open these real quick. Hey, it's a premium apple. And diamond helmet I don't need. Storage upgrade 5. That I can put to use, actually. Let's see, what's the most full thing? It's usually the zombie flesh and the gunpowder, but those are doing okay for now. None of this stuff needs it. Yeah, none of that needs it. Let's go down here. I know where I want to put it. Down, this thing is always full. Over full, really. Mostly from the loot bags, but it looks like this is now full. Yes. Alright, so let me put those in my inventory so I have an empty hand. Shift right click, open this. Oh, there's 2 of them. Wow, okay. Well, I'm going to put them both in here. So now it'll hold 1,088 stacks of items. And I've got a quarter of that already full. Awesome. Alright. Let's take all these loot bags out. Just like real quick, let me... Whoops. Real quick, I want to condense these down. If I can. Hey, I'll do this later. I need to get rid of some of them though. Just so there's space for the ink to go in here. Alright. So, what are we at? 22 minutes. Let's toss that in there. Get a few more free diamonds. Magic bean. Didn't I have one? Yeah, right there. Put that there. That's technically food, but I'm gonna put it here with the other mystical agriculture stuff. And the actually additions, shiny blocks and things go over here. And the chance cubes can go here with the other ones. I've got 6 of those now. Keep everything nice and organized. Alright, let's run by the Nether Mob farm. And I'll show you guys how that's operating. Oh wait, before we go, I need to grab one thing. Before I forget, I need... Let's see, where is it? Right there. Yeah, and we all know what that's for. Did I mention I need another star? Alright. And I'm going to turn on the waypoints here. Just for... so we don't get disoriented here. Because I know there's giant maw of nothing out here is kind of disorienting. So, give you guys something to look at that's stationary. Anyway, so this is all fixed up. It's all working pretty well. Got all the upgrades made and installed. I might need to go one more on the distance modifier, because the things directly in the middle kind of sit in that little notch right there, like that skeleton's doing right there. See, he's totally safe right there. He's not being touched by either fan, and isn't on a spike. So until he tries to path somewhere else, he's totally safe. Anyway, so in here, oh look, Wither skeleton skulls. Yeah, you see all these like stone swords and gold swords and just tons of stuff. Like, I literally emptied almost this entire thing and left and then came back. And it's, yeah, it gets full really fast. Never have to worry about coal, ever. Never have to worry about blaze rods, stone swords, like I really care about them. I'll probably put an auto crafter here and have, if I make another Master Infusion Stone, I can just craft the Inferium Essence out, and I can craft stone swords with each other to just delete them all, which is usually what I do. End up getting a couple at full durability and just deleting them. The golden swords, I could probably make solid ones and then drop them into a smelter to get all the free gold out of them. Or just wait until I make an item repairer and then just put them in that. Just item filter those into an item repairer, and then once they're full durability, kick them out into a smelter or a grinder to get the gold dust. But anyway, we're not here for this. We are going to go right over here. It's probably at least a good place to start. These are slabs, right? Yeah. Can I put this right here? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to leave off this episode right here while I fight a wither. See you guys next time.